Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Calmsden Farm, where it is now April and we are currently in the process of seeding field 3 with our sorghum for the year. However, we do seem to have run into a little bit of a problem somehow. Not quite sure how we've done this, but our nitrogen is not great, or wasn't great on some of the field. We had a little bit too much in some places. So yeah, a bit weird. Now, what I'm currently in the process of doing, ladies and gents, is trying to get this, still working on the old environmental score business. Okay. So, we're raising that up. Now, what I have discovered, again, following on from previous videos, we've been doing weeding. Well, I've now upgraded past weeding, ladies and gents. And here I've got herbicide sprayer, fully equipped with spot spraying functionality. Now, bearing in mind, when we check that field there, field 10 needs to be dug up and reseeded. So we're probably going to skip over field 10. And we're going to go instead and have a look at field 6. This is the field that we sowed with wheat. And we've rolled it. It's now growing. Now, basically, what's going to happen here, ladies and gents, I'll give you a bit of an advanced spoiler warning here. Okay, I'm going to put my weeder on, even though there's no weeds. You know, if we go and have a look at the field, ladies and gents, you know, there are no weeds. Because weeds is turned off. You know, so I don't know why I have to do this. But basically, our environmental score is 85 currently because we're only getting half the required points for weed control on every field. Now, recently I used the weeder and that worked quite nicely on the grass fields. However, it didn't work on the crop fields. So what I'm doing is I'm going around with a sprayer fully fitted with herbicide with the spot spraying technology. I'm not applying any, obviously, herbicide. We're still at 100% full because there are no weeds. And if we go check the old screen, hello, we're now at 100, ladies and gents, for that field. So I literally just have to muck about like this. Just literally drive around. I don't even have to do the whole field, ladies and gents. I literally just have to do a strip. You know, just do a little bit of the field. There we go, look. 99 bluff balloons. And it's getting the environmentals up. Trouble is, I can only currently do it on fields where I don't have any where crops are in. I can only do it on fields where crops are in the first growth stage, ladies and gents. If the crops are getting all a little bit, you know, mental, then I'm screwed. I'll do it because obviously I don't have any tractors with crop friendly tyres. So the cows are happy that their grass is growing again. And like I say, I've not used a single drop of herbicide because there's no weeds to spray. There are none on the map because it's turned off, but it's the only way to get that environmental score up. So obviously we're going to go do field 55 next. I mean, field 50, that field's suffering because the nitrogen on that field is particularly bad, I think. Yeah, for some reason we've got our nitrogen control is at absolute 0. I'm not sure what's gone on there with that field, because it's definitely got nitrogen on it. Just changing the texture slightly on that field and has bumped that field straight up, look, to 70. So yeah, I'm basically just employing I'm not actually using any I'm not actually using herbicide. I'm not applying any herbicide. But for some reason I've got to do that to get my environmental scores up to full. I'm wondering if I should go do that field. You know what? We should. That one's got problems with nitrogen and even lime as well, apparently. Maybe I've got too much lime on the field. But yeah, I've noticed just lately, like I say, I don't know why some of the I think precision farming glitches out a bit. I have a feeling, ladies and gents. I mean, pH value is supposed to be perfect on this field. So I really don't get how I can have no pH control, or I don't have a good core pH control, because definitely doing lime and I'm definitely doing nitrogen. So I don't get it. I don't understand why the scores are so all over the place. Tell you what, we might as well do the grass fields while we're here, haven't we? Just trick the game into thinking we are fully in control. I mean, at the end of the day, all it's cost me to do this is buy the bloody sprayer and fill it up with herbicide. We're not actually using any. We're not applying any, so I'm never going to have to buy any more herbicide because I'm always going to have this 12,000 litres in this machine, and I literally just have to drive down the field. It's increasing all the time. Might as well do a headland round the field quickly. %98. I got my grapes and olives done off camera, and I got my pot noodle out that I had as well last video. Got the grapes and olives ploughed, and I've got them fertilised, so it's a case of sit back, wait for them to grow now and be ready to harvest. I've sold all the cloves this morning from my cloves factory. I've also sold the cheese and the chocolate from the dairy. So I've got plenty of money. The cloves literally make you rich beyond rich. Full year's worth of clothes, 2 trailer fulls of pallets, massive income. Massive income. So I've also bought that second-hand olive harvester that was in the store. I've bought that. That's over at the in the shed. Hopefully get a good deal on a grape harvester as well by the end of the year would be nice. Because then we could, like I say, save a bit of money. I just find this absolutely crazy. Find it absolutely crazy, I do. I also didn't realise until the other day, I can't actually plant my soybeans till May. I was hoping I could plant soybeans this month, but I can't. That one's going to be kind of stuck at 99, I think. But that's alright. Better than it was. And like I say, we now have the solution. Getting all the environmental scores. Worked and improved. 96 on that field now as well. Look. So yeah, it's a bit silly that you have to do this. I think. So I need to reseed field 10, get rid of the silage penalty that's on that grass field, and I need to do field 30, whatever it is, the sheep field. I need to do the sheep field as well. I need to reseed that, direct drill it, get rid of the silage tillage penalty that's on that field, and also get the weed control up. I feel this is so stupid though. I really do feel this is stupid. Having to do this because the game is not... The flipping mod isn't clever enough to know that you've got weeds turned off, so it should just give you a perfect weed control score. So I'm having to do fake weeding, ladies and gents, because there isn't actually any weeds. Stupid. It is. Let's just back him up. You know what? I'll take a screenshot there. Because we need one for the video. So yeah, in future then, gonna have to remember, after we've seeded fields, ladies and gents, we're gonna have to just run round and do this fake spraying to what we're also going to need to do is start rolling. Start rolling behind the cedar. But yeah, my lovely planter that I bought, ladies and gents, my lovely big planter, that was going to be all amazing, and I was really looking forward to using it this year. I'm only going to get to use it on one field. I'm only going to get to use it to sow the soybeans in May. Bit ridiculous, really. Most other people would have sold it. Most other players, I think, would have sold this. Once they realised it can't actually seed everything, they would have just sold it back and bought something else. But I'm kind of like, well, I'm stuck with it now. I'm stuck with it. I'm going to have to make use of it. I wanted something that could seed a lot quicker and more efficiently. And unfortunately, it doesn't do what I want it to do. Let's see the man. Go, go, go. He's working on his headlands, bless him. He's working on his headlands. I won't overlap too much because I know the seeder is set to overlap quite a bit, 20% or so. I'll be a little bit more generous as I record my headland. And I'll just zoom up and down the bits in the middle then. Making use of the roller. We're whizzing along nicely. Get this field done. That's spring. All that time we've been waiting and we've literally smashed it out of the park. It's taken us no time to get the seeding done this year. And all the field prep. We've even got the grapes and the olives done. What am I going to do now till the autumn? What am I going to do all summer? Hey? I might have to have a look and see if I can build anything else. Up near the grapes and the olives, if there's anything else I want to place and put into use. Do I want to add more animals? Do I want another cow pen maybe? Another cow barn? We are struggling to get a little bit of milk. To get milk now, I've got 2 dairies in operation. Well, I don't know if that's because I just don't have enough cows in my one barn at the minute. And still the seeder does a terrible job, look. Of seeding corners. Yeah. So we're going to have to, obviously, when the seeders finish seeding, we're just going to have to go and touch up a couple of bits in the corners where he doesn't really do a good job, ever. Apart from that, everything else is going really well. Like I say, I'm glad I've got to the bottom of this environmental score stuff. It seems silly that I have to fake herbicide spray all my fields to get the correct environmental score. Because there's no weeds. We don't have weeds. So I have to artificially pretend that I'm managing weeds. The whole purpose of turning off weeds was so I didn't have to mess around with weeders and sprayers, you know? That's the whole point of turning that off. And yet, because of how giants have done the precision farming mod, and the precision farming mod clearly incapable of detecting your game settings. It's like if I turned off periodic ploughing and didn't have periodic ploughing turned on, I would hope that the tillage control would be perfect on every field, because we don't have to plough, and therefore we don't get penalised when we do plough. So because we don't have to plough, we won't get penalised. So there should be no reason why tillage control shouldn't be locked and set at the full bar. We'll go and have a little look at the rape situation in a minute. Check out those fields, because obviously not checked them in April. It'd be nice to see how they are performing. Finish this row, and then I'm just going to wait until he's finished the rest of the field before I carry on. I'm just going to stop that there for a minute. Yeah, I'm getting a very weird rating. So here's our new little tractors in our nice shed. There's our olive harvester that I bought, which, as I say, nice and cheap second hand. Our grapes are growing. Looks like we might have to do mulching now. Like I say, pH value on the grapes and the olives is bad. I'm not entirely convinced about that. I'll back this fella out of the way, because I'm going to use the same GPS course that I used for when I was doing the spraying and subsoiling. So this is the only tractor, unfortunate. I should have bought the other, I should have put GPS on that other tractor as well, and then I could have done the job with both of them. But ultimately, I can only do it with the one machine, and unfortunately, because I'm using these custom grape tree things, I don't have the luxury of being able to do this with courseplay assisting me. Apparently I need fuel. Can you check that, ladies and gents, when I started? Yep, just need to whiz down here, up and down all the rows, get all the mulching done. And we'll be well ahead of schedule. Schedule. So really, this mulching process should really add fertiliser to these crops. Our grapes and olives should get fertiliser from mulching as well as spraying. But it doesn't work like that in the game. It's not been coded like that. Something for Giants to change for the next future version of the game. mods down the road sometime whenever we get Farm Sim 24 or whatever it is. Not doing too bad. It's a shame I can't set courseplay up to work with these custom grapevines. He'll work on the olives. He will. Very happily. He just won't touch the grapes because they're not proper. I think they're actually closer. I think the default distance is 3 meters. I think the grapes and olives are 3 meters default. So I've actually put in smaller, narrower, put the grapes in closer together with that mod. It's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the opposite. I wanted to be able to spread the grapes and olives out a bit wider. Guess I misunderstood those mods when I downloaded them. But yeah, quite a bit for me to continue on and do. Sadly, we've reached the end of today's episode, ladies and gents. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back again with more content very soon. As always, take care of yourselves. Stay safe, everybody. Bye for now.